Welcome to Hollywood Bulletin. In a revelation that stunned fans across the globe, Jean-Claude Van Damme has finally broken his decades-long silence about the bitter feud with fellow action star Steven Seagal, and what he revealed was more explosive than any fight scene they ever filmed. For years, action movie fans were caught in a cold war of speculation. What really happened between these two kings of the 1990s video store era? On one side was Van Damme, known for his ballet-honed flexibility, spinning jump kicks, and emotional grit in martial arts classics like Bloodsport, Kickboxer, and Universal Soldier. On the other, Seagal, stoic and deadly, dominated screens with joint-locking precision in hits like Above the Law and Under Siege, but behind the posters and pay-per-view trailers, a silent rivalry was brewing, one that would eventually spill into real-life showdowns and multi-million-dollar deals. The tension began subtly. Seagal, never one to pull punches in interviews, made backhanded comments mocking unnamed action stars who, in his words, confused ballet for martial arts. Insiders knew exactly who he meant. Van Damme, proud of his ballet background for improving his strength and balance, chose not to respond publicly, but behind the scenes, Hollywood was buzzing. The feud reached its boiling point one fateful night in the 1990s at a party hosted by Sylvester Stallone. With action legends like Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis in attendance, Seagal ran his mouth again, insulting Van Damme's credentials right to his face. That's when Van Damme stood up and challenged him to settle it outside. Stallone himself later confirmed the standoff. Seagal refused not once, but twice, even later that night when they crossed paths at a nightclub. The moment quickly became legend in Hollywood circles, sparking debates over who would have won. And when a real, sanctioned $20 million fight was proposed by mega-producer Peter Guber in the early 2000s, $20 million each, Vegas venue, full media coverage, Van Damme said yes immediately. Seagal, he vanished. No response. No statement. Nothing. For years, the missed fight lingered like an unanswered call, but fans didn't know the full story until 2023, that year. Van Damme gave a quiet interview to a European martial arts magazine and finally spoke the words that shattered the myth: he is a fraud. Calmly and clearly, Van Damme explained that what really drove their rivalry wasn't just ego or fame, it was Seagal's lies. Claims of CIA missions, secret government fights, covert ops, it was all fiction. Van Damme, who'd actually fought in full-contact tournaments, who had real injuries and real scars from the ring, was fed up with Seagal's make-believe bravado. He called out the fact that Seagal had never fought in a real sanctioned match, not one. And when Van Damme had offered him the chance to prove himself in a controlled, real-world environment, Seagal ducked. Then came the twist. In 2023, out of nowhere, Van Damme posted a picture of himself having dinner with Seagal on Instagram. The caption: "Thank you, Steven and your family, for the fantastic dinner. Big announcement coming soon." Fans lost their minds. Was the feud over? Was a movie in the works? A long-delayed fight finally coming? The internet lit up with theories, but something about the photo felt off. No handshake, no genuine warmth. Just two aging action stars sitting stiffly at a dinner table. The smiles were polite at best, and the caption felt more like bait than a promise. Weeks passed, no announcement came. And eventually, Van Damme revealed the truth: the dinner wasn't a reunion. It was a test. I wanted to see if he had changed. Van Damme said he hadn't. The dinner wasn't about peace, it was confirmation that Seagal was still the same man, still living in the illusion he created, still avoiding the reality of who he truly was. And that big announcement, it was nothing. Just a final nod to a rivalry that never found closure for Van Damme. This wasn't about revenge, it was about truth. And now that it's finally out, fans can stop wondering. Because the legend, the $20 million dream fight, the Instagram mystery, and the truth behind one of Hollywood's longest-standing feuds is no longer a secret. It's a chapter finally closed. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes reveal, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment your thoughts below, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another Hollywood Bulletin deep dive. Let me know if you'd like this turned into a script with voiceover cue.